the governor, of course, would argue that the long-term effect of accepting the money is problematic because you can't count on the federal government to always match it at the level that they say they're going to match it at.
Yeah.
So how would you respond to that?
I find it interesting that he is okay with the tens of billions of dollars that he accepts from the federal government for other programs within this state budget, and that those are somehow not those are somehow more reliable than something that has Obama's name on it. I think to have the idea, I think it's questionable for him to say that while the president was reelected, whether he agrees with him or disagrees with him, to think that the president is going to turn on his biggest initiative and somehow defund it while he is still the president. And keep in mind, this program is funded through 2016, through end of his last term in office. So he's turning it down by saying that the president may end up changing his mind on this. I think the other thing that misses the point when the governor is saying this is that there is no obligation. You could end up accepting it at any point, and you could end up turning it down at any point. And we've seen this from other states. So what I'm interested to do is, and we're going to put this forward in the budget, is saying if you don't trust it, let's do it for 1 year then. And then let's wait and let's see where it's at. If the funds have somehow dried up, then we go back to the program, but we've had 100% funding for that time. We have more money to spend on other programs. Shoot, they could spend it on another tax cut for the rich if they want to. But we'll have more money in the coffers. We'll cover more people will be cared for. And they can have an expiration on it. I think that would be a more reasonable compromise than for what the governor has.
And that's what you're going to
recommend having an expiration on it. And I think that's a more reasonable compromise than to completely turn down the expansion as it exists.
And that'll happen in the next week or so?
When we have the budget, yeah. That'll be an amendment we put forward. And given that you have senators like Moulton, like Petrowski, like Olson, like Schultz, like Leibum, and others who have all said that this is the right thing to do to accept the Medicaid funds, I think it'll be hard for them to have said that and still go down the road where they're turning it down indefinitely.
Do you know of any states that's taken that route? They do it for 1 year and
to do it for a certain term and then look at it?
Yeah.
Not in the explicit sense, but what you've seen, and there may be, but I think of terms like Jan Brewer, who says, okay, we're going to take it, but we're going to keep an eye on it. It may end up changing.